Hello, friends and viewers. You're welcome to another edition of Footprints. Footprints, just series of short videos where I share my ideas and thoughts on politics, good governance, social political issues, and current affairs in general. So thank you so much for comments and both online comments and those that reached out to me privately as words of encouragement. So thank you so much. Today I'm just going to briefly talk about you know who we as a people to a large extent depends on the number, our exposure, books that we read, the interactions that we have with others. So it is not uncommon to hear that you are what you read. And I think this is very important that most times we are what we read. You see people in public life, they talk, you feel, wow, he's very sound or she's very, very sound, very articulate. And there are times you see people in public positions as well. When they talk and you feel that the depths of their knowledge on so many things and even the depth of their thoughts, you really, ask questions. So today, I believe strongly that you are what you read, that you need to, even whether you are author like myself, and I know there are millions of people out there that they write, and I think it is also important to read from other established authors and also from, uh, upcoming authors, emerging authors, just to read from them and their ideas and perspective, their style of writing. Some writes in a bit complex way, some, very simple and in their approach. And I think I'm not advocating that one is better or one is the best, but you can see different styles of writing. For me, in terms of political readings or political books, I just love Barack Obama's books. I love the style. He's a very great storyteller. The simplicity of the language that anyone could just pick the books. You don't have to have big dictionaries beside you to read and understand the meaning of the words, and there's a flow of that. It's just like a natural, storyteller. So I've got many of his books. I've got, I really, Audacity of Hope. I've read it many times. It opens my eyes to a lot of things around, politics and the grassroots politics. And I actually recommend this for anyone, wishing to go to any political office, that you need to read books and expand your ideas and knowledge. Also, I've, obviously the with, Dreams from My Father. This is a very personal memoir, written by former American presidents. I've read this even a few times. I've had a copy taken away. I remember some years back, I went to Nigeria. I had it with me. My younger brother, casually took that away from me. On my return, I bought another one because I still have to have a copy in my library. Still talking about Obama, I think this is his latest published book, A Promised Land. This is post White House, book that he published after he left the office. So it gives, a lot of exposure about the man and his views on the world. I think that for anyone going to political office or interested in public life or governance, politics, you need to read from people that have been there. The Baba himself, Nelson Mandela, Conversations with Myself, very deep book, his personal thoughts from his memoir, from his time when he was in prison. So a very, very deep book. I've read this also many times. Just going back over and over just to cross-check some things, from this book. And also one of my, other favorite American presidents, President Bill Clinton, my life. It's on autobiography. You need to, again, read, from them and see the way they see the life and their own challenges as well. And see them as human beings. They have their strengths and they have their weaknesses. And I also know there are people that politics, it's not really their, cup of tea, that they into business, and there are people that, no matter what you really want to do, I just think it is important to have that personal development and read from, not just read the academic textbooks. I think, I'm not saying, we should read academic books. We've all read many academic books, but from time to time you read from people and hear their story. And you've got this, Ben Carson, Think Big. It has been around for a long time. People that have got that mindset around, business and all that, and just, motivational stuff. Also from him, there is Gifted Hands from Ben Carson. And also, we can't talk about business and people that are really entrepreneurs and trying to break, boundaries. We all using, Apple products. Like I'm recording this video on an iPhone. We can't talk about that without, Steve Jobs. May so rest in peace. So you can read, a lot of things about. So these are just a few, collections from my, small library. I've got other ones that I may share along the way. But the important point I'm making is that in whatever we do, in business, in politics, in good governance, it is just very important for us to read from authors. We are what we read. There are things that you don't know. You don't even know you know it. Probably you've read it somewhere, or you've seen it in one documentary, or it's just very important for us to really read and learn from all that. So I will stop here, and again, thank you for joining me on another short video on footprints. I'll be coming your way soon, and before then, you take care, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.